Something's on your mind? I only spent enough time in Tien's Landing to learn the location of Gao the Greater's stronghold. It's a nice enough place, though they're still adjusting to the flooding of the old town some years ago. Of course, I was just thinking about things. Gao richly deserved his death, but I'm not sure I ever really expected it to happen. Three long years of tracing these slavers to their master, only to find that there were more above him. I also found a strong ally, but I'm not sure if the greater consolation lies in your ability, determination, or beauty. I look forward to finding out. That makes two of us. I'll keep you informed as we deal with Gao's masters. They'll be harder to chase down. Gao's slavers took my daughter, Pin Mei, and I was able to follow them. Fortunately, they didn't cover their tracks. I chased them down, trying to reach her. I was too late. Pin Mei was spirited, and I'm sure she fought them. I believe they decided she was too much trouble and killed her. 5 years old, and they ran her through. I found her dead by the roadside and stopped my pursuit. By the time I cared to continue my chase, the slavers were long gone. There are ways to track men who don't want to be found. It's all a matter of time and dedication. But why dwell on this? Gao is dead, and perhaps Pin Mei has found some peace. That's what really matters. That and what we still have to accomplish. We'll talk about Gao later. We have much to do, and none of it'll be accomplished if we stand here hashing over the past. Always happy to help.
Yes? Is there something you want? I don't know what else I can do for you right now. If I can help you, I will. But for now, I've got nothing new to offer. I've said enough for the time being. The events that surround you cause me great concern. I want to see more of what is coming before I decide my next action. Goodbye, then.
Back again. Have you been to the ruins yet? Time is running short. If you don't find the missing piece of your amulet, the Lotus Assassins will. You have gems, but not the amulet piece? The Lotus Assassins must have taken it before you got there. Sun Li warned me that others might come, but all is not lost. The Lotus Assassins have a piece of the amulet, but so do you. Victory is far from decided. Whatever the outcome may be, my part in these events is over. Now that you have been to the ruins, I may finally take my leave of this town. I have served Sun Li for many years, but there comes a time when all service must end. My final task was to direct you to the ruins. Now, I am no longer bound. And so I step away. I have no further part to play, and I am glad for it. Perhaps history will clear my doubts and show my time was worthwhile. I wish you luck.
What do you want? You need to repair your ship? For the place you're going and the man you want to find? The Guardian says it's a mightier task than you think, but that you're special too. I think you're special too. All the others are people, but you're different. I like you. Is there anything else you wanted? The Guardian wouldn't like me talking about that. He's busy now. The other is hurting, and he's keeping him inside. All the evil that has been done makes him stronger. I shouldn't say. Just by naming him, thinking of him, it draws him closer to the surface, gives him more power. The Guardian said that in all things there is balance, and for light there is dark within each of us. The other is his darkness, for the good he has to do. That's what he says. I can't talk about him. Already he hears me, and the Guardian is having trouble keeping him back. Please, don't mention him again. The Guardian is my friend. He's a part of me. But the other is a part of me, too. Sometimes they pull so hard in different ways, I can't. I try to be strong, and the Guardian gives me hope. But sometimes it's all I can do to convince me I'm still myself. Will you stay with me and keep me in myself? Thank you. I'll try not to be a bother, but the Guardian says we must stay with you. I hope you'll be my friend. Is there anything else you wanted? Okay.
Kutnik kung uno sa is. Ikirnik tinepiru uiferek uksun puno.
You taught me much, Jian, but the most valuable lessons were learning where you were wrong. 17th square of the Lion, if you please.
Wotowe ukawana ir usoana da hoki. Niato nonapadi irovir.
You are being rude, Jian. We have a guest. Let us place the game on hold a moment.
Tawe ir kawana ir sonir ipoki. Wanakapir sari awaf, van sier sorofos isinosaurus usuno.
Surely you know of Yi, the capturing game? Played on a board of 19 rows and columns, the black and white pieces capture territory for their player.
Ikirnik tinepiru uiferek uksun puno. Uki fakania ni ukoristoipa.
Do not be so hasty, Jian. You did not turn me aside all those years ago.
Nararo, na pirapirni, niktakatashi. Niato nonapadi irovir, kuni uknawata ir.
Forgive him. Had my former master bothered to remember his manners, he might have told you that we are not from Tian's Landing. We know little of the events here.
Unikasurir kwana no kuni uknawata ir, niknipier.
Jian the Iron Fist isn't honestly going to let this one walk away, is he? If you don't say anything, then I will, you old goat.
Sisair pawao, tikotro tuaso.
I too see strength, but also the capacity for understanding the world and your place in it. You could prove an interesting pupil.
Ipaner nuko iwa ir, nikasanarir, iruro ni nuasa ir kana.
He would like nothing more than to have you as a student. But show me that you walk the way of the open palm, and I will teach you the mysteries of Stone Immortal.
Usair kokonato, tanatnia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokonato sir ipanoneniko.
Always a pleasure to talk to another warrior. My game of Yi with Jian can wait a moment. What can I do for you? You know my name. That's really all that's important, isn't it? Not many know of my exploits outside of the prosperous East. I was once his student, until I decided I couldn't agree with all of his teachings. He was an excellent master, but I couldn't follow his philosophies. 20 years have passed since we parted ways, and while we disagree on principle, I can't help but feel some affection for the old man. This is why we only meet once a year to play Yi. Jian the Iron Fist is best taken in small doses. A wonderful province, and yes, one that I call home. You should visit sometime and see the wonders of Phoenix Gate. Of course, the Imperial City still stands as the greatest city, but Phoenix Gate has its own charms. Standing on the sea of glass, it is a hub of trade. Each year, Jian and I make our way here to the Seat of Heaven province to meet for a few days of Yi. It's something of a ritual. It was nice to talk for a while. Stone Immortal allows you to control the earth itself. It is not easy to master. To understand the earth, you must be aware of all things around you and understand that they are all connected in one way or another. That is why Stone Immortal is only taught to those who follow the way of the open palm. Our sense of harmony aids us in persuading the earth to serve as our ally. You have some understanding of the way of the open palm, but Stone Immortal is not easily taught. Return to me when you feel you understand the way of the open palm. Then you will be ready. When you feel that you sufficiently understand the way of the open palm, return to me. Are you getting slow in your old age?
Will none of you brave the...
These trees are sick. They bend like they're in pain.
Narawa ir kwa noka o kiir o kir ikuir wo.
Legendary strike.
We hurried down as quickly as we could, but I see you had the situation well in hand. I'm impressed. Not many people can disperse the spirits of the dead with any ease. They grow worse by the day, and I've almost given up hope of finding a solution. My manners desert me. I am Lord Yun, owner of this land and charged by the Emperor himself to keep it safe. You should turn back south to Tien's Landing. This is the safest part of the Great Southern Forest, and even it is polluted with these strange ghosts. Help me. That's certainly a kind offer, but I'm not sure that anyone... Wait a moment. You don't look like a pilgrim or one of the poor folk trying to escape Tien's Landing. Would it be out of line to inquire as to what brought you here? The Imperial City, is it? How interesting. You find yourself in a tricky predicament. There are few ways to reach the capital from here. Air would be your best bet. Even caravans employing skilled warriors have been forced to turn back under these ghosts' assaults. I could only reach Tien's Landing by using my flyer. Acquiring that chart was a hard-fought battle, I can assure you. The Lotus Assassins keep a tight rein on those precious documents. From your questions, I'd say you have a flyer at your disposal, which seems unusual. It would take a resourceful person to acquire a device like that. and I believe that resourceful people know how to get things done, especially when properly motivated. Perhaps you could get something done for me. If so, I might be persuaded to foolishly risk the Lotus Assassin's wrath by making a copy of one of their precious maps. The deal is simple. Find out why my land sickens, why it is home to so many ghosts, and you will have your map. Two things threaten the entire length and breadth of this forest. The trees blacken with disease, and ghosts flock to this place like no other in the Empire. I suspect that these things are related, and, more importantly, that they're related to a fox called the Forest Shadow. She is a powerful spirit that has long been an ally of my family. Personally, I've had little to do with her. My father and his father before him, however, felt strongly that she should be revered. They considered her the true guardian of this forest. She is a powerful being, one my father considered the guardian of this forest. If this place is filled with ghosts, then I suspect that it is either because of or in spite of her. Just that. She is a fox spirit, and thus one of heaven's tricksters. The fox can take on the forms of men and women, and will often do so to test us. Personally, I don't think they have any right to deceive us, but my father felt that our family's good fortune came from just such a test passed long ago by an ancestor. Some sort of ancient alliance in which she was guardian of the forest, while we owned the land in the world of men. I think something is wrong with the Forest Shadow, and I want you to find her and figure out what is happening. Once we know that, we'll have a clear idea of what we face. A noble sentiment, but when I look upon these trees, I'm afraid that you may have to destroy her. See what you can learn first, then we will act if it is necessary. Make your way up this ancient trail, and when you come to a fork, take the left path. That will lead you to a temple built long ago in the Forest Shadow's honor. Once there, find my hunter Spearcatch's Leaf, if he still lives. He claimed to remember some sort of ritual that my forebears used to contact the Forest Shadow. You might also want to keep an eye out for some small shrines that are scattered about the forest. Some of them are said to react to magic or charges of chi. I was beginning to think there may be no cure for this place. Your arrival has given me some small measure of hope. Find Spearcatch's Leaf at the temple above and see what he has learned. Your wind map will be waiting when you find a cure.
Yawa ir kwanok noka okir okir ikwir wo.
You have come from Tian's Landing? You were? This is good. I was going there, but you're coming here instead. I come from the inn, the Pilgrim's Rest. You must take a message to the town for us. Things are very bad. We starve. The ghosts cut us off from everything. But we are still up there. Tian's Landing must send people to help. Many people should come to the inn to help us. They can't let us starve. You would be welcome there. They would have you for a most fun stay. The inn lies above on the path to the right. The temple? No, the temple is where the ghosts are worst. It is a bad place. You should not go there. You should go to the inn. No, I should return to the inn. They will want to know you are coming. You should come with me. I can take the message down later, and you will be safe from the forest shadow and her ghosts. Oh yes, they must be. She hunts us, and these ghosts hunt you, right? Isn't that the same? She's dangerous like these ghosts. We're all afraid of her. That can't be right. She is dangerous. You should go to the inn to be kept safe. That's the only way. She is a wicked fox spirit. They are tricksters, all of them. The tricks she plays kill now. You should stay away from her. She hurts us when we leave the inn. I will go back the way I came. Knowing that there are others here, I will be all right. I must go back to the inn to tell them. You should follow the path to the right, not the left. Left goes to the temple, and the forest shadow will kill you. Come! The inn is this way.
Noko U.
How can you fight so well when all you do is drink?
It's harder to drink your watered-down swill and face those ghosts. Is everything in this damn forest missing the good parts? Hold on. That one's got all her parts, and none of them are hanging out. About time I had a challenge.
Wait, no, that's not a... Damn him.
Legendary strike. Long sword. My silence.
You're no ghost. Hell, you're barely human. No one has ever withstood the axes of the Black Whirlwind before. I'm pretty sure I thought you were a ghost. That, and you looked like you might be able to hold your own for a few moments. Turns out I sold you short. Easy to do when you're as tall as I am. Anyway, I'm guessing you must be here on Lord Yun's business. Can't imagine why anyone would come here otherwise. You'll want to talk to Spearcatch's Leaf. He's Lord Yun's man. I'm just the hired mercenary.
I am so very sorry. You must accept my apologies. He is uncontrollable sometimes.
Keep your apologies. That was amazing. Spearcatch's Leaf is no warrior. He doesn't understand the thrill of victory.
You've just had the unexpected honor of defeating the Black Whirlwind, the self-styled deadliest mercenary in the Jade Empire.
I thought you were a ghost. Wasn't that clear? Ha ha! And people say I'm slow.
Does she look at all like she's dead? No. No mask, not floating, clearly not a ghost. You simply wanted a challenge. You were an idiot. A deadly, drunken idiot.
What's wrong with being deadly? Or drunk? You may be a lead hunter for some lord, but I'm the deadliest mercenary in the world. You do your job and I'll do mine.
Yes, I'm Spearcatch's Leaf, Lord Yun's lead hunter. I learned a ritual from Lord Yun's father, and I had hoped to use it to ask the aid of the Forest Shadow. I've set the fires and the furnaces are ready, but one of the key crystals is missing. Without it, we can't even see what these furnaces are supposed to do. I examined the area when I realized that the crystal was gone, and I stumbled across some strange tracks that lead in the direction of the inn. I don't know. They look like bare human feet, but the tracks were closely spaced and bore a strange gait, as if a child made them. A deformed child. If there are still people there, then whoever took the crystal might be there as well. But just be careful. I don't think so. You'd have to be quite strong to pull the crystal loose. It doesn't make any sense to me. But then, what in this place does? Make your way there. I will stay behind to tend the furnaces. If you need more information, supplies, or even training, you know where to find me. I have a small stock of supplies, and I can also train you to be more precise and focused in battle. My name is well earned, some tell me. Have a look and tell me what you need. I'm collecting the silver to honor the men we lost to these accursed ghosts. Greetings, my friend. Have you had any luck finding the crystal? Of course. I may be able to shed some light on the forest for you. I know this area very well, as I often meditate here upon my purpose and philosophy before a hunt. She is an ancient fox spirit who has always stood guardian over these woods. But now ghosts gather, the trees grow sick, and she seems powerless to stop any of it. An attack? That's not right. She's never been known to attack anyone. I've hunted this forest on my lord's behalf for a decade and had no trouble. It is true that spirits can grow fickle. Some become vindictive, punishing men for imagined crimes. The forest shadow, though, has been constant for centuries. Not that I can think of, but I haven't yet visited the Pilgrim's Rest. Could they have incurred her wrath? Perhaps you should ask them. Disturbing. It truly is. It's an unnatural blackness that develops on their bark. I noticed it some months ago and it spread like wildfire. It is like nothing I have ever seen before. Yes, and why so many? Why here? Rare souls occasionally wander from the path to the underworld, but the forest is full of them. Perhaps it's tied to the forest shadow. What else would you know? The great southern forest is vast, but we're within a day's journey of Tien's Landing. If you're weary, however, the Pilgrim's Rest Inn lies at the top of this hill. Lord Yun's family has maintained it for centuries. Although Lord Yun seems to care little for it, it is as if he's embarrassed by it somehow. To tell the truth, I really can't say why he is the way he is. Might be something to do with the forest shadow. You could always ask him. We hunters think differently of the two ways, the open palm and the closed fist. A hunter's life must be one of balance if one wishes to excel. To kill without purpose is evil. But if you hunt to feed and clothe your family, you act with intent. The hunter uses discord to achieve harmony. All is in balance. I believe there can be honor inside the closed fist and intrigue behind the open palm. The key is to understand why you act as you do. What else did you need? Step safely. The ghosts grow more aggressive by the hour.
Look, I'm no good with forests, trees, or temples. If you want to talk about that stuff, Spear's your man. You know how it goes. You wander the countryside, maybe set fire to a few fields, pass out behind a barn, get chased by farm dogs. Before you know it, you're here, talking with you. It gets me the ladies. Of course not. Just look at me. A lady's gotta be damn drunk before she'd be impressed by my name. Well, there was that time during the fall of the Nine Fathers, when I would crash down on a town like a black storm of death, rending flesh from bone. I was a force of destruction. The streets ran red with blood, and everyone I approached screamed, "The Black Whirlwind is here!" It might have been that, or maybe I thought it up when I was drunk. Either way, it stuck. I'm going to see if I can find some hidden stocks of sacramental wine. Tastes terrible, but it does the trick.